In operations like these, much attention is always paid to the hot pilots, the fighter jockeys, the stars. Today, we were allowed to see a drill used by the 1st Tactical Fighter Wing's F-15 pilots to keep themselves sharp and alert. It's used to simulate word of attack.
Alert.
Yes.
Copy scramble for Rebel 2-1. Scramble.
The call to scramble starts a carefully planned sequence. Into the cockpit. Bring the engines to speed and roll. It takes just 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Taxi down the runway. Wheels up. The entire sequence, 6 minutes, 11 seconds. Behind every hot pilot is a hot team. The planes, to fight well and often, must be maintained by superb mechanics who take pride in their work and work hard to keep themselves sharp. One of the Air Force's kind of national pastimes, competitive sports along the flight line, is the integrated combat turn. It goes like this. The goal is to turn a plane around, fuel it, arm it, and have it ready for another combat mission as fast as possible. It's the Air Force version of a pit stop.
Let's do it. Kick ass.
This is the top team on the base. Their record turnaround, 19 minutes. They'll try to break it today. The clock starts when they chock the wheels. Each team member has specific jobs in a specific sequence. The first task is to load new fuel tanks under the wings.
Son of a...
Airman Kell hoists a tank, working around a broken dolly, while Airman Hennigan and Sergeant Lee do checks and maintenance. In 6 minutes, the tanks are up. The team is on its record pace.
Come on, guys, let's go. Look.
Now the weapons.
What's up? Coming through. Go! Clear!
F-15s carry 2 types of missiles for aerial combat.
Slow down, Tim. Slow down.
This aircraft is strictly air-to-air.
That's
its
correct.
Its job is to knock down other airplanes.
That's correct. And what it basically does, of course, is it gets control of the airspace and keeps control of it.
Go!
The 4 Sidewinder heat-seeking missiles are for close combat. They're all in place by 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Now come the Big Sparrow missiles, radar-guided for longer range. 10 minutes. The first Sparrow is secured. Now they're ahead of their record pace. As the last Sparrows go under the wings, Sergeant Davis and Airman Kell load the fuel tanks.
Go!
15 minutes. Captain Dave Slade revs the engines. Now the clock says 18 minutes. They're almost there. The wheels are released and the plane taxis forward to the finish line in this race against the clock. A record falls.
All right, guys, let's go. Down. Good job.
Good job, good job.
What was the time today?
1811.
Is that your best?
That's anybody's best. That's the best.
Now, realistically, could you do that quickly under hot conditions?
I say we
Well,
do
this
it
is a pretty
fast.
hot. I think we do it faster. A lot faster.
There must be some feeling to sit in the cockpit and know that not only your mission, but your life depends on how well these guys do these jobs.
You bet. Oh, I mean, you trust them. You work with them every day, and, you know, they're here just like you are, so you just have to trust them.
The glory never goes to the ground crew, but there are some things more important than glory. Things like trust, pride, and teamwork. Americans playing team along the flight line in Saudi Arabia. Part of our world tonight. Dan Rather for the CBS Evening News. Our special thanks to the men and women of the United States Air Force, especially those in the 1st Tactical Fighter Wing. I'll see you tomorrow from the Persian Gulf. Good night.